Hello everyone, welcome to St. Cloud State University's Education Abroad program. Today I'm here to talk about 5 of my travel tips when you are traveling abroad or traveling internationally. So first one, passport and visa date validity. There are certain countries before you travel you need to have at least 6 months of like a validity in your passport, and then there are certain countries that might not need that. But it's always good to check which country you are traveling and then how much like a date you have in your passport left, or make sure your passport is always up to date, rather than you are traveling somewhere and your passport expires and you are in different issues now. And then in terms of visa, most of the visas will be on arrival, but there are ways to skip some of the hassles in the airport or the port of entry. So you can fill out some of the forms online that will help you when you are in the airport, go through, skip some of the lines or skip some of the process and get your visa, or like some other process rather than going there and trying to figure out. You can do your homework and then you can check online and be prepared for that. And second one I want to talk about is medical and health preparation. In terms of that, so you want to get vaccinated in terms of flu shots or any other shots you might need before you travel, and just being ready for traveling abroad and then not being getting caught by flu or something like that. And you also want to stock up on some of the general medications like Advil or ibuprofen or Zyrtec, like some allergy medications or some food poisoning medications. You're traveling somewhere and then you get like your tummy ache or something, and now you're looking for health like a pharmacies or healthcare personnel. So that's kind of bad deal, like you don't want that to happen. Of course you don't want to be sick when you're traveling, but it's always good to have some medications in your backpack when you're traveling, so stock up on those kind of medications. Third one I want to talk about is registration. This is online registrations to the state department's STEP program. So STEP translates like STEP stands for Smart Traveler Enrollment Program. So what they do is like whenever you are traveling, you go online, you register like where you are traveling, you select what date you are traveling, and then you provide some family info, emergency contact info, and then the government or the US embassy of that area, that specific country, will notify you of any emergency condition in that country or any travel advisory, or when you are already there and you are in some sort of problem, or like they will contact your family. So this is always good to register to the STEP program, because they will give you a lot of information about the country, any sort of emergency situations, and any other things that might be helpful for your travel. Fourth one is making copies of your travel document. We always use our passports and visas like the original document to travel, but if you lost it, it's going to be a really bad deal. So I know copies will not help me travel, but you have some sort of validity to prove yourself that you travel there legally. So I always like to make copies of it and then keep it in my backpack. I also like to scan the documents and have it saved in my Google Drive or Cloud Drive. So like if you don't have copies, you have your phone. As long as you get the internet, you have something to show them. And then last one is pretty basic. If you are traveling, if I'm traveling somewhere that does not speak English, is like I like to learn their local language, like some generic words like how to say hello or how to say thank you. It always helps. If you are in English speaking country, of course you can skip all that. But you are somewhere in Asian countries or some of the European countries that does not speak English, then it's always good to know some of the generic words like local languages, like even like okay, I'm hungry, or how to buy food or something like that. So it's always good to know that. Alright, and that's my 5 tips for you guys. See ya again. Stay safe, travel safe.